So when I'm on my board, I feel a sense of freedom. I feel totally in the moment, completely alive, and this sense of control, which I think as humans we've been lacking in the past 1 year because of the pandemic. And all I need to explore, to express, and be able to use my longboard is just a long, flat piece of a road, really. Growing up, Hyderabad was a totally different landscape. It was all rocks and boulders, and Hyderabad has this history of natural rock formations which have been existing since millions of years. Today, when I'm there, I realize how much, as humans, we have changed the landscape, and how the same boulders that have taken so many years to form has become cement, and how the hills have turned into these clusters of super high rises. I think it is really important to find a balance between our need for progress and the preservation of our past heritage. So when the lockdown was enforced, I was lucky enough to have a parking basement in our apartment building, which I could use to skate. And after the lockdown was eased, I ventured out mostly in the nights to find spots which were safe enough and good enough for me to skate. And it was during one of these sorties that I ran into this long flyover, which was finished but was not functional yet because it was serving a huge cable bridge which was still being built. So that was it. I found my perfect spot to skate, and I was going there almost every day. Initially, it was all me by myself, and with every passing day, more and more people started coming. There were people coming for walks, people running, cyclists, and slowly but surely there were parents and kids who took interest in what I was doing, and we started talking to each other, and the kids got their own skateboards eventually, and it was my pleasure to teach them, and in a way we started forming a little community which I have never really felt in the city, where I could talk to strangers and make friends. And even though today the flyover is open to traffic, we still remain in contact, and my community has grown. So recently I was at a spot that I used to skate before, and the road was built by cutting into a hill. And this time when I was there, I saw how one side of the hill had completely caved in, and the road was filled with boulders. And me being me, I never miss an opportunity, and I took this up for me to climb on boulders again as I was doing before. I found it really funny because all this while we have been cutting into the rocks, and there was the rocks now cutting into something that we built. So it was a sort of a revenge, and I find it funny because it was like a complete cycle of we playing with nature and then the nature playing with us. In our cities, I find ourselves moving between houses and our offices and cafes and gyms, and always being in our spaces of comfort and never really stepping out of our bubbles to meet new people or have new experiences, learn new things, and which I think is one of the most important aspects of being alive. And my experience on the flyover has shown me that people innately have this desire to connect with new people, to interact with new experiences, and this feeling of togetherness came with the ability to meet new people and strangers. And I think as a young emerging city, it is very important for us to have more of these new public spaces where we can meet and learn from each other. Until that day arrives, I will be awake when the whole city sleeps, somewhere on a long stretch of a road on my longboard, skating away.